Hello, my friends. Welcome in. You ready to play the World Cup? We're going to take on Angola today. But first, I want to get to some comments. Joe, J-O-H, Electrics in the comments said, don't forget Felipe Sandler and Jack Harrison. Recruit the Tillman brothers and the Sonora brothers. All of those except Jack Harrison and Felipe Sandler were news to me. And I want to show you what we've done. All right, so we got Alan and Joel Sonora. Is that how you say it? Pretty decent looking players playing like at Banfield, right? In Argentina. 2.5 star, versatile, 26. Needs to develop a little bit further before like would be justified to come into the World Cup squad. Alan is with Independiente though, and is a 2.5 star. So like good options. I'm thinking more like Gold Cup type players. Again, currently in the squad, would be down in 7th. Same thing for his brother. Then you had the likes of Timothy Tillman, who is quite interesting. Now, am I gonna Gruther Firth is where he's playing, but 3-star, might be another option. 23 to have in the future. And there was another Tillman. I'm assuming it's the brother because we said, the brothers Tillman. Yeah, Malik Tillman up here. I wish I'd known about this guy. Now, here's the problem, though. I think at his age, he's probably hoping for a German call-up, even though he has no youth caps. Like, I'm afraid he would just shoot us down. But a 4-star striker would have been good to know about before we got to the World Cup. Yeah, if we could have recruited him. Jack Harrison, on the other hand, my friends, is not interested. Not even willing to consider it. He's only got 4 starts in the Premier League. It's November 22nd. He's supposed to be a regular starter, so something's going on with Leeds. Kind of like in reality, where they're not really playing him. But he would be another wonderful player to have on the wings. The good news, bad news is, I feel good about our depth on the wing. Conrad De La Fuente, we got Gio Reyna, we got Pulisic, we got Tim Weah, Balogun can play there, Yunus Musa can play there. Like we got options. Again, now I'm not, if another 3 or 4 stars showed up, no complaints, to be honest with you. I guess this is my way of showing you that this is our World Cup squad. So let's kind of walk through my thinking here. There are a couple of noted misses for injury purposes. Brendan Aronson is the biggest one. Zach Steffen, unfortunately, is still with Man City as a backup and playing with the under-23s. He hasn't even had a cup start. But he is our best keeper. So, I dropped him for all of the Nations League windows pretty much and told him when he came to talk to me, why'd you drop me? I was like, you need to be playing. And he was like, fair. And then he didn't go and find another gig, which I, kind of can't blame Man City for not wanting to sell him. But it's like, we're coming into a World Cup with a goalkeeper who's not played a competitive match all season long. That's lovely, isn't it? We also bring Bill Hamid and Sean Johnson actually beats out Matt Turner just on form. They're all 2.5 stars. It's kind of like, 6 and 1, half a dozen the other. I don't think goalkeeper is going to be the thing that wins us the World Cup. I don't think we're winning the World Cup. Serginho Dest and Reggie Cannon on the right. Chris Richards is the most versatile center back we have. He can play center back, right back, left back. So he's in the squad. Walker Zimmerman gets the nod over the likes of Matt Miazga. And Miles Robinson, who's not playing very well, and they're about even. What I like about Walker, he's got 18 heading. He's not fast, okay? But set piece maestro is what I'm thinking here. And he's got good experience, level head, 29 years old. A guy I'd bring. He's going to pair up with John Brooks, and Cameron Carter-Vickers is going to be more likely the starter against the likes of England and Croatia. But since there's game 4 days, I'm going to have Walker start this game. George Bello on the left, really Anthony Robinson. But again, we're rotating in this game because we should be able to beat Angola with the likes of Zimmerman and Bello. With Anthony Robinson, again, Chris Richards providing that coverage there. Very helpful to have a player that can cover all 3 spots on the back line and sit on the bench. Tyler Adams, I'm super surprised, not playing for RB Leipzig. He has a start and 6 subs. He's not been injured. He's on a 6.67. He's not Matt Sharp, even though I played him for 180 minutes in the 2 friendlies leading up to the World Cup. I'm a little nervous, but we're going to play him again. Maybe that was a darker red. It doesn't look to have changed much. I'm like, I just gave you 180 minutes. Why is that not any better? Weston McKennie is highly rated by FM, so he obviously gets the start. He's going to take that box-to-box midfielder. Christian on the right, Gio Reyna, Conrad De La Fuente, and Jordan Pifok on the up top. Again, with the likes of who else? Keaton Parks in good form. He's got 15 assists in MLS on a 7.2. Not a bad, sir. Not bad. And I needed another midfielder once Brennan Aronson went out. So Busio comes in as well. He's got 11 starts for Venezia. It's okay. He's okay, but like again, young lad. Let's bring him to the World Cup. Yunus Musa, we all know and love. Tim Weah, and I did bring Balogun. He has one substitute appearance with a goal at a 7.3. Just because the quality, this is the problem I think with the U.S. Men's national team. There's not a clear cut 18 in my opinion, based on the ratings. So I should have said it at the beginning. Should I say it again? It doesn't matter that you love Ricardo Pepi. It doth not matter, my friends. So if I go here and I get rid of all these and I go to attackers, oh, it's not even going to show Pepi, is it? Let's just go look. He has one substitute appearance in Serie A, and it's November. I love him in reality. I couldn't bring him to the World Cup. So like there's situations like that where it's like, I couldn't afford to bring him. We just didn't have the spots for it. Felipe Sandler misses out with a hip injury. He probably wouldn't have come anyway, but in case you're wondering where he's at. Any other injuries? Nope. Paul Areola is once again injured, and then again Brendan Aronson is out with a hip injury for another 2 months. So that's the most gutting one, is to have him go out right before the World Cup. It really is unfortunate. So this is what we're going to do today. We're lining up a 4-2-3-1. We're going to do the tiki-taka because it's worked. You know, I should show you why it's worked, okay? We beat Ireland 5-2 in the most recent friendly. We did go to the 5-2-3 wide with wide center back just to see if that would help us shut the game down a little bit. We immediately conceded, so it didn't. But we get the job done 5-2, and then we beat the Czech Republic 2-1. So obviously we won the games at Trinidad and Tobago and Bermuda in the Nations League. So we won our group in the Nations League. All of this in preparation for the World Cup. I got all kinds of friendly requests, like Brazil and Germany wanted me to have friendlies on either the 11th or the 17th. And I'm like, I don't want my players to get injured or knackered because we have 3 friendlies in a row. Plus, who wants to play Brazil and Germany in their warm-ups? No thanks. No thanks. So coming back to the screen, again, 4-2-3-1. They're 101st or so in the world. We should be able to beat them. I've put Pulisic on the right to bring De La Fuente because he's not as good on the right, I think. It definitely suits his style. Actually, I think he's more of an inside forward than what. Let's leave it as a winger. We'll put Pulisic, I think, as the forward here on the right side. Again, he has got 4.5 stars on everything, everywhere. Even though, so that's interesting to me. Why is this a dark green dot? Shouldn't it be bright green if he's 4.5 stars, or is it just saying he can play there, but his attributes, based on his attributes, but he actually knows this role better? I'm just like, you put Christian Pulisic anywhere up top, you're doing just fine, in my opinion. And yes, we figured out, thank you to the comments, I think this is dumb. This screen is based off the assistant manager's opinion. The national pool, if I scroll up here, is based off the scout's opinion, which is a different category in the columns. And so this, I use my main squad view, and on the squad screen, I've now called this the international squad view to change these columns. I think that's just, I don't know, that for a new player, is that useful? I don't think it is. I'm an experienced player, and it took someone leaving a comment on my YouTube channel to help me figure that out. I just think that's not very useful to have that different. I understand the assistant manager's opinion is different than the scout's opinion. I just don't think it's wise. This is not good. Zach Steffen's unsure, and like most of the bench is unsure. No one cared about the team talk. That's not how you want to start. We are going to do extended highlights today. People going like, your episodes are too short. But I'm like, welcome to YouTube. Yes. Everybody's focused. We can't be complacent. Is there any special effects here for being in the... Nope. We don't even get the fancy screen. Wow. Let's go extended highlights. Is the sound not going to work again? Is that a thing that's going to happen, or is it based on the first highlight once you get a kick in the game? Anyway, my thinking here is we'll do extended highlights until we're well ahead and we can do key highlights. As the game is going thus far, it's not looking too hot, but of course, no sound. Of course, FM loads this time with no sound. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, some people will love that. I want to hear the crowd, to be honest with you. Otherwise, you just have to listen to my voice. Anyway, we're being positive. Here we go. Brooks is just standing. They're not pressing our center backs at all. Okay, that's interesting. So they're playing a block, like a low block. Look at all the time. I mean, goodness me. So how do we react to that? Is that, put him on wide center back? Do we go long? Do we go counterattack? Maybe we'll tiki-taka our way down here. George Bello plays into space. Conrad De La Fuente. Conrad, whoop, takes a touch, cuts it back. Gio Reyna gets the first goal in the World Cup for us. Get in, son. The crowd's going wild. You just can't tell. Yeah, you just can't tell. Dest is on a 6.4. What is the problem with Serginho Dest playing for us in FM22? So this is that new animation engine, right? In FM21, Conrad would have shot that into the side netting with two guys on him, but instead he turns around, finds a teammate because he's double teamed, and guess what? We get a goal out of it. So lovely, lovely stuff. I was getting nervous there. We had no highlights. It was like no shots up on the stats up here. I was like, what's going on? And I do appreciate the Zach Steffen's unsure of himself, and that seemed like that was going to be a goal right there. Not going to lie. Center back, Steffen hasn't played as much. Who's going to get the ball? Here we go. It's a little jittery, but I think that's FM22. I think they've got some polishing to do on the match engine, to be honest with you. Or I need a new video card. Good luck with that. Anybody got $4,000 just laying around? It's like, welcome to trying to buy a video card in 2021. Anyway, let's look here. Okay, just turn and shoot. Christian. Oh, what is the keeper doing? What was the keeper doing there? Is it like he made the save and just couldn't get to it fast enough, or he's wondering where his defenders are at to help him out? He's laying down, and by the time I want to see more scramble. If I'm Angolan, I want to see Hugo scrambling there to try and get to that. But we're not complaining. If you're interested in getting your favorite international team into the World Cup in FM22 and you want 19% off, you should check out the discount code and the affiliate link in the description below. It's 10% off, 10% off. So that's how you get to 19% rather than 20%. England and Croatia are supposed to be playing each other. Maybe they haven't kicked off yet, but I guess they haven't because they each have a point, right? They're both on 0 points. So I guess we're the first game, which is interesting. We're up 2-0. But that link, again, for the affiliate stuff is in the description below, as is Patreon and YouTube. If you're enjoying my content, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I guess the first hurdle really is 6,500. So we're about 6,030 as the time of recording. So like and subscribe. I mean, I'm filling here while it's showing highlights, but maybe I should be paying more. Oh, I thought we were going to give up a penalty there. I thought George Bello was going to trip that guy up and it was going to be a little nervy, but here we go. Going into halftime, 5 minutes till. Can we get a third? Reyna and McKinney standing right next to each other. Not very helpful. We're really clogging the midfield with the inverted wingers and inverted forward options, right? So I get that. That makes sense, but it's been lovely thus far. 4 shots, 3 on target for us, and 2 of them have gone in. 5 shots, 4 on target, and 3 of them have gone in. Get in. I think with that, we'll probably go, in the second half, we'll go key highlights. Again, if all of a sudden it's 3-3, I'll take it back to extended highlights, but I want to value your time as a viewer and go like, hey, we got other stuff we could show you, namely next episode where we take on the likes of England. I think that's the next game. I think it's England. Now the question becomes, who do we take off? I'm really curious if we can get, Tyler Adams' match sharpness into the yellow, yellow box with a dash, like the caution sign. I thought we were going to get a 4th goal there. That would have been amazing. Bellows on a 6.5. Des is on a 6.6. Not exactly loving life, but it's going all right. Let's go see what kind of adjustments we need to make, if any. You know, looking at it, I don't think we change anything just yet. I think our first sub is probably the likes of Pulisic and maybe even Weston McKennie, even though Weston's only on a 6.7 and he's complacent. Getting those guys off, you know, Pulisic our probably most dangerous attacking threat, and McKennie is our best midfielder by a long distance, according to Football Manager 22. So maybe at the 60th minute, pull them off, because you do have to start thinking about the next 2 games, right? Like, but I don't want to just sub them off now and then all of a sudden they come out in a different shape and we're in trouble. That wouldn't be good. So let me go through the team talks and all that kind of stuff, and I'll change it to key highlights and we'll get back to it. All right, here we go. Just kicked off. Again, if we get to the 60th minute and it's 3-0, or if we score like a 4th goal, then I'd probably take Christian off first, would be my guess. Kind of space him out. Conrad in early, cuts it back. Can you imagine George Bellows starting the World Cup? He's like, yay, oh, yay, oh. John Brooks, free header, mate. Oh, it should have been 4. Oh, he had to get the forehead and get the forehead punted this way, buddy. This has been a comprehensive performance, but whoop, here we go. Reyna, 59th minute. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, my friends. Pulisic, we're gonna bring on. Ooh, who do we bring on? I'm gonna do some interesting. I think we're gonna pull Jordan back there, and we'll give Balogun a run out. We don't need as many goals. Or do we take Jordan off? All right, change my mind. Jordan stays up top. Weah comes in on the right. Yunus Musa comes in. Musa can go up to the right wing if we need him to, and we can put Weah up top if we need to make some changes. I'm a little nervous about Tyler Adams' physical condition, although we're to orange. We're to maintaining sharpness. So I know we don't get... I think we only get 3 subs. But I'm going off of the fact that we have 3 subs. I should probably check that after this, after we skip this goal here. Again, you might be like, dude, it's 4-0 in the episode, but you never know. It's the freaking World Cup, you know? How many times do you get to manage the World Cup? Confirmed, it is 3 subs from 12 plus 1 extra in any extra time that gets added on. So it's 5-0, my friends. It's 5-0. Get in. So we've already made 2 or 3 subs. I really think I need to leave that last one for like emergency, like until like the 80th minute. I would love to see the United States beat anybody 5-0 in the World Cup. Can you imagine how hype all the bars around the country would be? Jordan is on a 10.0. My goodness. Of course, Serginho Dest has picked up a yellow. Lovely. With that, I am going to take... Jordan seems important at this point. Tyler Adams will probably get moved to the bench for the next game, so it's fine that he's getting a little tired. We'll just hope that Serginho doesn't get sent off here in the last 10 minutes. Actually, I think let's just have a little chit-chat with him. Ease off your tackles, mate. I can't talk to him, but I can shout at him. I didn't yell at you. I changed your tactical instructions, but it definitely didn't involve a shout. 5-0. Get in. I want to see what happens after the game. That's about as comprehensive as it gets. You've blown them away. I do really like the changes in all the team talks and all of the extra conversation stuff. Some of it needs to be tweaked a little bit, but I like. This is the England squad, my friends. I figured there might be some interest in that. So you got Dean Henderson as your goalkeeper. Aaron Ramsdale's the backup keeper. Trent, Tamori, Harry Maguire, Ben Chilwell on the left, Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Jude Bellingham, Sterling, Saka, and Harry Kane up top with Reece James, Grealish, Ings, Jordan Henderson, John Stones, Eric Dyer still somehow in the England setup, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Calvin Phillips, Ben White. Jordan Pickford is in the mix, but look at his last 5 games as a 6-2-6. Probably why he doesn't look to be starting against Croatia. My goodness. And then Marcus freaking Rashford. Who do you think wins in that matchup as they're taking on Croatia? who I don't obviously know is what Dejan Lovren's still in there. Get in, sir. Get in, sir. Rebic is in there. Mateo Kovacic is there. Luka Modric, 37 years old, still kicking around. Oh, delicious. I mean, physically, not so much. But who do you think wins in the Croatia-England? It seems that's from the Euros. Was that a repeat of the Euros? Something like that? Could be interesting. And then who do you think plays us with England? How do we counterattack that? Or how do we... Everybody said, hey, you should play like a 3-4-3, 5-2-3 counterattack, but I'm not very good at counterattacking. So what do we do to disrupt that squad? I'm probably going to watch that match. I think I'll go do that right now. If you've enjoyed this content, my friends, hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for everybody that's bought FM22 and I think some other games through 2Game, which is my affiliate link, because I've gotten some notifications of like, hey, there was an affiliate purchase for $15. And I'm like, FM's not $15, so thanks for that. Every little bit does really help the channel. I'm excited to take on England. And we're going to do this an episode at a time with extended highlights. So England next episode, Croatia after that, and we'll see. We'll see if we're through. Off to a good start, though. You got to agree. Yeah. 5-0. Jordan gets a hat trick. A U.S. men's national team player has gotten a hat trick at the World Cup. I've buried the lead. See you next time. That's a bummer. I'm unable to attend the fixture as I manage a team that had a match on the same date. I mean, that's fair. It's like our game kicked off at 10. 3 hours later, their game kicks off. That's probably not enough time. Although, is it the same place? Is it the same stadium? Or is it somewhere else? Okay, Education City Stadium. That's different than where we just played. We just played at Al Janoub Stadium. So, you know, traffic and... I mean, sure, I could watch it on TV, though, right? Come on.